child and prays over him, and he was made it whole. Right? And then he said, why is it that this happened? And then he said, you unbelieving, perverse generation. I understand the context of that, unbelieving, perverse generation. The father says, I believe, but half my unbelief. That's the context. At the end, they came to Jesus and says, why couldn't we do this? And Jesus says, this only comes from prayer and fasting. The context there is unbelief. It is not the casting out of demon. That this can only be done by fasting and praying. All right? It was the unbelief of the disciples and the generations as well. That only is answered by fasting and praying. That's the gist of what the message was. And I thought, how true that is. Because for years I thought that the reference when Jesus said this only happens through prayer and fasting, that it was in reference to the demon, the casting out of the demon. But it's not that. It's not that at all. It was the unbelief that you and I in our hearts, that comes out through fasting and prayer. Are you following me? And that to me is more important. You think about it. And so, I don't know where you're at today. And like I said, I haven't quite seen it at all. Because in my younger ministry, boy, we had problems. We went to a place where there was a demoniac, and we did not want to pray for this particular woman because we did not fast and pray, right? Well, we could have the Jesus in us has the power to cast out these people, but we were ignorant, we didn't know, and we thought that we would only pray for these kinds of things when we have gone through the motions of fasting and praying. And we've done that and it didn't work, but no, it is the unbelief that we need to be fasting and praying about. Because when unbelief is taken out in our lives, then anything is possible. Are you there?